Hey everybody, welcome to this A1 English listening practice video. You can use this video to practice your listening and comprehension as I speak. Before we start, remember to subscribe to the channel, click on the bell, and follow us on Instagram. So today I'm gonna talk about English language. This is an important topic for all of you because you are all learning English. In this video, I'm going to give you some interesting facts about the English language. This should be fun. Okay, so the first things I want to talk about is how many people speak this language. Well, almost 400 billion people speak English as their first language. These people are native English speakers. Most of these speakers are in the US, of course, but there are many other English speaking countries. Obviously, countries like the UK, Australia, Canada, and Ireland speak English. But there are also a lot of other countries where people speak English. For example, English is the major language of Belize, Grenada, Jamaica, the Bahamas, and other countries too. There are a lot of English speaking countries. Also, many people around the world speak English as their second language. In every country, there are people who are learning English. As a teacher, I have taught students from over 38 different countries. Cool, huh? We don't know exactly how many people speak English as a second language, but there are a lot. Okay, now let's talk about the history of English. The first form of English appeared in the 5th century AD. Today, we call this early English Old English. Old English was different from modern English. I can understand Old English. In the 11th century, Old English became the Middle English. Middle English is a little closest to modern English but is still very different. Finally, modern English begins at the end of the 14th century, but English continues to change. So today English look a little different from the English of the past few countries. Another important thing to know about English is that other languages have influenced it a lot. So, which language? Well, for example, some people say that almost 30% of English words come from Latin, and almost 30% of English words come directly from French. That means that almost 60% of modern English words come from Latin and French. That's a big fallacy. Also, around 6% of English words come from Greek. And there are many words from other languages too. But wait, what language family does English belong to? English is the Germanic language. That means English is related to languages such as German, Dutch, and Switzerland. However, English speakers can understand the other language. If I hear German or Dutch, I don't understand anything. English is related to this language, but they are very different. For example, Americans who always speak English can usually understand much more Spanish than German. That seems strange because English and Spanish are not related, but English and German are related. The reason why English speakers can understand many words from Spanish, French, or Italian is because these languages have many cognates. Cognates are words that have the same origin. For example, in English, we have a word patience, and in Spanish, this word is patience here. These words look very similar because they are Cornish. So if an English speaker hears the Spanish word patience here, they can probably they can probably understand the meaning. Okay, one last interesting about English is that it has many words. Some people say that English is the language with the most words. I think this is probably true because English had taken many words from other languages, like I said before. Alright, now I'm going to ask you some questions about the video to see if you understood. Write your answers in the comment. When did Old English appear? What language family does English belong to? What are Cornish? Okay, I'll see you next time.